Hello everyone, Zian over here from Nintendo Life, and today we're here to talk all about a little tiny mouse. A rat? A gerbil? A Pikachu? No, it's a mouse. We're talking about Mina the Hollower, and something that's not nearly as tiny is Alex and Felix. Why are you guys so large?
This is what I look like from Mina's perspective. I've just realized how far away from the microphone I am. I don't think these things through. I'm just a man that does things.
Did you play Mina? You played the demo.
Yeah, I played it to completion. And,
I haven't completed it, so no spoilers, you two. I say no spoilers, it's a demo. There's not going to be anything too spicy in there, is there?
No, it's and for anyone listening as well, we're not going to be covering anything in depth. It's the demo took me 40 minutes.
Yeah, same.
But I've played the game
quite close to the end.
You probably are, yeah. I've played the game twice in the past. I played it at PAX West and at PAX West, I believe, different years. Yeah, I'm really excited to chat about it, though. I'm wearing a Mina the Hollower t-shirt today.
Whoa!
That I bought with my hard-earned money, by the way, just for...
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, this game is made by the same people who made Shovel Knight, critically acclaimed game, which is fantastic. So I personally love Shovel Knight. I hope I didn't say Hollow Knight. In my mind, it's like, wait, this is Hollow Knight.
No, you crushed it.
You said Shovel Knight, yeah.
Shovel Knight. I played it on my 3DS because it has a really, really cool 3D effect, and to me that just elevated the experience.
That's how I first played it as well. I played it. I think I had it on Wii U and 3DS because I think I was in the industry by that point. I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember not playing loads of 3DS, but then playing Shovel Knight and being like, you know what, this is pretty all right on the go. And that's how I first completed it. So yeah, big fan of the old.
I forgot that it came to Wii U and 3DS, like maybe not original or like first, but I also played it on Wii U.
It was pretty flipping early.
Yeah.
On Wii U and 3DS.
And that game is a game that's very NES like it's very old school. Even to how the music is made is also made how the music was made back in the day. And music slaps.
Well,
the art's a little bit more intense, but
it's very much inspired by it, and there are some limitations, but it definitely bends the rules. Like I don't know about the music specifically, although I'm certain it follows the same ideas. But the visuals, a NES couldn't recreate use that many colors and stuff like that. But it definitely evokes the feeling, doesn't it?
Yes.
Much more so than a lot of other games going for the same idea. It does it really well.
Yeah, and I suppose Mina does a similar thing, but with the Game Boy Color instead. And now you've got like a 16:9 aspect ratio. I'm
so pleased you said Game Boy because I was like, this feels so Game Boy to me. But I didn't have a lot of NES experience growing up, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just being stuck in my Link's Awakening days, because that's
No. Yeah, this is totally like Link's Awakening DX, Zelda Oracle of Ages and Seasons, color palette and
some Castlevania with the moveset. At least I've not played Castlevania, but when I was playing, it's like, man, I'm Richter right now in Smash Bros. Because I've played quite a lot of Richter, and it's just I had the same moveset, with the whip and with you get some secondary items like the throwing axe and stuff.
Axe. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some inspiration on that. Also, destroying candlesticks on the walls to get upgrades, not upgrades, but consumable items. It's not a turkey, but it'll do. I don't think you could ever get a turkey from candlesticks. I think it was just hearts. But regardless.
And going into this, I was very, I don't know how I was feeling with this game. I really love Shovel Knight. But when I was seeing this game, I wasn't immediately grabbed. It was just I don't know. I'll have to try it out. I tried it out. It starts off a bit, you have to choose your weapon. There's a shipwreck and everything. It's quite cool. But then you get into it, and my God, it's great. It's really it controls great. They really just knows their stuff, and yeah, to me they have another home run on their hands. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, I feel like this is the kind of game that I'm gonna try and do everything in, which it might be also the kind of game where it's gonna have really hard bosses that frustrate me, and I just say forget my 100% completion goals. Alex will probably crush it, no problem though in the end, but I had a really hard time when I first played it at PAX, and I think that's maybe because the way that they throw you into the game in demo situations like that, where this demo seems like it starts right from the beginning of the game, we can assume.
Well, you get absolutely thrashed in the start by that big monster.
Oh, the Netherkraken.
Yeah.
I was doing quite well against I was doing quite well against it, and then the game was like, no. And it's like, bah, 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 bah.
Really? Nice.
Give me 6 minutes and I'll do it, but
What weapon did you opt for, both of you?
I was
There's
gonna
3
ask
different
this,
weapons.
Yeah. I went with the mace first of all, but I also had a quick go with the dagger as well in a second run that I did, trying to, desperately trying to capture 120 hertz gameplay footage, which I can, and there's no way to play it back on YouTube, so that's that video dashed to pieces. And before anyone says it, yes, I tried the 2 times speed thing and having the 120 doubled, double time, not double time, half time. Nothing works, guys. Nothing works.
Well, it's cool that you got to try 2 weapons. I only stuck with 1. I think I just went with the... Is the mace, is that the whip? Is that what they call that?
Yeah, it might not be a mace. The middle one.
Sure, the one with the ball on the end of a whip, I guess.
That's what they call me.
I like that weapon a lot. And I had a hard time with that first intro boss on the ship as well, by the way.
Oh, the boss on the
what
ship.
about you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Felix? What'd you pick?
So I briefly dabbled into the game in handheld just to see how it was initially with the hammer, and I was having such a hard time with it. I just did not gel with the hammer. When I then played for capture, which is the capture you're seeing right now, I also went for the whip, and I love the whip. I feel like the whip was just how the game was intentionally made, and then that's what you see in all the gameplay. So yeah, definitely went for the whip. It looks like you can get the other weapons later, so it's not like you're stuck. Like you can go into your base. I found that out really late that you can go into your base at the checkpoint.
Oh,
Because
I
would
found
just
that out
save
when
and
I
then
died.
yeah, but I died once and then I just came back, but I wasn't in there. But then I died again, and that's actually something I want to talk about, the difficulty. I think the difficulty is really, really well balanced. I didn't think it was too easy, but I didn't think it was too hard either. I would die a couple of times, but it felt satisfying when you fell an enemy or a hard boss, and I can't wait to see how it progresses. It's something that Shovel Knight is quite hard if anyone has played it. At least initially, I struggled a lot, but then you get into a groove, and then suddenly you have this boss rush at one point where you feel like, how am I going to do this? And it's so satisfying when you pull it off.
Well, that's how I felt against the there's a boss that's just, it's reasonably early on, but it's in the commons or something like that, common ground, and it's just a big knight, nothing super fancy. There's all the fire just beforehand, and I died to that thing 3 times, and I was like, I don't know how to avoid these attacks. And then suddenly it just clicked, because I'm jumping away, I'm jumping out of the way, and that doesn't help, that doesn't save you. But you can save yourself by using the ground. Diving into the ground, and you can avoid things. It does mean you've got to change your timing. You don't, they're about to attack, wait, jump out of the way or anything like that. It's they're about to attack, now get underground, so that they whiff, and then you can come out and attack.
That's a really cool mechanic, not just for combat, but also for platforming, because you jump further when you jump in, and then you spring out, and it's super satisfying to pull off.
I love it when there are mechanics like that, where you can... I imagine most of the gaps, not all of them, I'm sure, but most of the gaps, you can just jump over normally. But it's much more fun to go whip like that, and it sort of encourages that, because it's also faster. You can avoid enemies that way, as I kind of mentioned earlier. It's just fun. I love movement options in games. Movement is so important to me.
I feel like that's what makes the tutorial opening section of the game so good too, is because it has a lot of little, if you've played a Zelda game or a 2D Zelda game before, to go and when you get to a new area, go explore every corner of the map to see if there's a little path that takes you in a different, into a secret area or something. So I was running around cutting all the different bushes that I could, and shrubs and grass and plants and stuff, and I found a little area that took me into kind of secret section where you actually had to use that burrowing and jumping section to progress further. And I like that the game is kind of making sure you know how to use that so early on, because it does seem like it's going to be really important later. And even right, this burrowing mechanic is kind of it's like a dodge roll in a sense, or a dash, I guess. But the way that you're going under things is so different than in any other game, that you really have to you have to look at your surroundings so differently, right? Maybe you can't burrow under a row of fire, but you can dash underneath the enemy, which is normally you can't just phase through an enemy in
Yeah.
in games. Sure, there's got someone in the comments will be like, actually, you could do that in
Hollow Knight.
Oh, that's
Bayonetta.
bad.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. But I think like, yeah, an isometric or maybe not a top-down game like this, I can't think of something where, except for like Mole Mania, but like 30,000 people have played that game in the world total, and that's not.
That's a very specific number.
That's about how many people watched my Mole Mania review. That
That's everyone who played it. I will say, one of my favorite things about the game is how you level up. I find it incredibly satisfying how you collect currency in so many like different games, and I mean, some games do it way better than others, but it's like here, you going around finding all these like bones and stuff, and then when you reach a certain limit, like maybe 350, I think is the first one, then it says, oh, you can level up, and then you can choose. Well, if you've already leveled something up, it will cost more. So you have like your attack, your secondary attack, defense, and then the gem thing. I didn't quite understand the gem thing.
I don't yet either.
I think that's just how many bones you can store without if you die. It's like bone gem or something to that effect. And I think raising that is increasing the number that you can hold or something like that. Did you guys, not to derail, but did you guys use that in the base? Did you go and crush that into bones? That was fun.
I didn't understand.
I had no idea what was going on either, but I was just like, let's do it,
I just
guys.
had a lot of bones, yeah, and then I could level up. And
it is funny though that it says
is
bone
that what
up.
there's like the energy meter that'll say like 300 or 800, and then you can convert that into, so you're converting it into bones? Is that the idea?
I believe so.
Shoot. Okay.
But-
yeah, I just left it. I thought it was like my bank or something, so I
did think,
Whoops.
oh god, am I like withdrawing or something? What am I doing? I
Yeah.
don't want to be carrying, but no, yeah. It's like,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like kind of like I can't think of any equivalent. Oh, I suppose, you know how like in Majora's Mask, you go back in time and you lose all your rupees, but if you deposit them in the bank, it's okay. So it's a little bit like that. Those gems are kind of like banked. You can't lose them.
Okay.
But then when you crush, you can't use them either. So you have to crush them, turn them into bones. Then
okay.
sort of the merry dance continues.
And that like little base is so cozy. It reminds me of when you find a swimming spot in Mother 3 where you can save. Like that same sense of yeah, it's really nice.
It kind of reminded me of the secret bases you could make in Diamond and Pearl.
Oh yeah,
Not completely,
Oh,
but
nice.
just a little bit. I want to put a Pikachu plush in Mina the Hollow.
In the first one, Felix, you actually find there's a person down there, and they're like, this place is like actually like pretty chill. I think I'm just gonna hang out here for a little while.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm hoping that you'll encounter. I think you do encounter more people, if I remember right from the demos I played at PAX. I think eventually like people will just be down there every time you come down. But
Oh, that's fantastic. You recruit them to your base. Yay, he's died!
Yes.
Welcome back. Finally, I get social interaction. I've been so lonely.
it's been 3 weeks. You're too good at this game, Alex. Please come back down and hang out with your Mina the Hollower plushie that I made for you down here. That's what you wanted, right?
I'm not that good at the game, I want to make clear. But was there anything about the game that didn't like completely gel for you both? Anything that didn't quite click or anything like that?
Personally, I'll just go first. I didn't have, like, the more I played, the better it just felt as more as I got to grips with the controls and fighting the enemies. Like Sion said when we talked about it briefly in the chat yesterday, you just want to play more of this game. You want to, like, when a demo ends, it's just like, oh man, I'm having so much fun with this game. Let me play more. Maybe the only thing I could think of is that you attack on the same button as you talk with people, so you'll just accidentally whip people if you're not standing exactly where you need to stand to talk.
Yeah, that's one of the few things that I have an issue with, and it's so minor, but it's like, what button do you press to talk to anyone in any game? A. And it's not as bad as it being B or something, thanks Dark Souls. But, it's like, you go up to someone and what do you want to do? You want to talk to them. What button do you press? A. And I know A is also the healing thing, but I can't see any situation where you would want to heal, or it would be required for you to heal quickly when you're going to talk to someone. and you have to press and hold. So you're never going to press and hold to like talk to someone, or at least you shouldn't. So you go up
You
to
need to
someone
press and hold.
to drink. I'm pretty sure you do. That's what I've been doing.
So
Anyway.
like,
So
I've just misclicked sometimes, and then I just healed. At least that's how I remember.
Yeah, so it might be the sort of thing where I think if you're because when I played this at PAX, I had a lot of trouble healing on accident, and then forgetting to heal or like running out of potions. So my thought with this is that they'd rather have you accidentally attack someone than accidentally heal yourself and then get mad that you've just wasted a heal. But I get what you mean though, because I was constantly like, did you guys go into the orphanage?
Yes.
I'm about to say a silly thing. I was accidentally hitting the people that are in the upstairs room in the orphanage because I was trying to talk to them, and I was pressing the button that you used to speak, and they just wouldn't speak. And
Can we just talk about how messed up you go into the orphanage and then there's packages you can whip and then you steal from them?
You're right. Their presents. I didn't consider that. We've only played the demo, so maybe there will be consequences for that.
You're absolutely right. You don't have to press and hold, but maybe you should. In the same way in Hollow Knight, you got to press and hold. I'm not saying because in Hollow Knight, if you press and hold and then release before it's done, then the game's like, haha, you wasted soul. I'm not saying go that far, but
I think the other thing too is I think if you're pressing and holding it and you get attacked before you fully use the potion or whatever, then it wastes your potion. Because I had it happen yesterday too, where I was doing a boss and I tried to heal and then it almost attacked me, so I ran away and then I didn't heal at all and my potion was gone and I was like, shoot.
I do like the
I don't know.
potion
There's a lot of
mechanic.
I
think it works quite well.
because you got to
feel
like damage enemies in order to kind of fill
yeah,
it
you
up.
damage enemies and then you see like the yellow bars. You can see how much you will get from the potion. I think that works quite well.
Oh, okay, sure.
It forces you to be aggressive, doesn't it?
Was there anything else? What about you, Sion?
I was disappointed that the demo was over so quick.
Honestly,
I was expecting it to be just longer, I guess. I think it's maybe because some of the stuff I've played at PAX as well, it might have been the full game, so they just kind of let you run around. And I got to see a lot, and I think this is a really good introduction to the game though still, and the best way to show people. But as you said, Felix, I just want to play more. Give me it. Yacht Club, give us a code right now. I'm gonna shake you up until you drop codes out of your pockets. For us three.
There was only one other thing that I didn't super get along with, and it's so minor as to almost be not worth mentioning, but I'll mention it, why not?
Yeah.
So when you're taught how to burrow, essentially, it's sort of you come across a situation, and you probably didn't have this, Sion, because obviously you knew the game. But I sort of went to an area and I was like, I can't get past this thing. I can't jump over it. What's going on? You go back to the previous screen and someone tells you, I'm pretty sure it's Cappy. Not 100% sure about that, which I thought was funny. Not Cappy from Mario, I want to be clear. But he's just like, oh, I wish I was a hollower like you so I could just dive down. And there's just something about that interaction where it's just like, it just feels almost like they didn't want to use exposition, but they ended up doing it anyway. And it's so minor, but it's just like, wow, I wish I was an adventurer like you. It just feels very ham-fisted, And I'm really, really nitpicking. It doesn't matter. But also, I'm tired of playing heroes where you're automatically special. I want to earn being special. That's how that's what I don't like about Pokemon.
I think this character did become, they were, maybe they were born with a gift. I don't know.
Oh,
but
no.
Like, right,
but I mean,
I see.
From the player's perspective, you start off, you're already special. It's like, I want to earn it.
There's also games where you just are nobody and you have to work yourself up.
I think that's why I like Oblivion more than Skyrim. Because you're just some guy. I mean, you're not. You're, foreseen by the Emperor in his dreams. You are the one from my dreams.
Did you guys mess with the side dagger, by the way? So you've got the axe that you can throw, and then there's the dagger.
I love the dagger. Well. The dagger's super OP.
Have you seen as well? It sounds like you probably have that you can bounce it as well by attacking it.
No.
And you can make it swing again.
I just thought it did a lot of damage like that. boss.
It does, and then
there
it
was a
does
boss-
even more.
Oh my god, that's great. I really do like
Yeah.
the secondary, and also how that works, that you have to destroy the candles to get more like potion,
Yeah.
or how it works to be able to use them.
And I wanted to mention too that I used that dagger to cheese that boss that you were talking about, Alex, with that's got like the fire all around and it's this big knight.
Yeah.
I was so
what have
nervous.
I been doing? I haven't got any secondary weapons.
Oh really?
That's- you
And I
have
was
to
like,
destroy the
I must
candles.
be after that boss. Apparently
Sure,
not.
that's- Yeah, they're just around. But yeah, I was super nervous in that boss and had no idea what I was doing, and I just kept chucking the sword and swinging it and like or
Yeah.
attacking it, and it dealt enough damage to work out. So try that. Attack the sword.
I will say I really like how this game teaches you things. Now, it seems like you, Alex, you went back for the borrow mechanic. I didn't remember the borrow mechanic, but I somehow discovered it. And then when I came to a place, I was like, wait, where am I supposed to go here? I go around, it's like, oh, I feel so stupid. It's like playing Ocarina of Time again. And then suddenly, oh, I can go underground. Like the game doesn't even tell you. I see now that it does tell you if you go back.
I didn't realize it did either. Yeah.
I thought it was really cool how
Yeah.
it just kind of lets you try to figure it out, and then you figure it out, and then also later, like, I don't know, it just works really good. I also
And
have another
I-
thing I quickly want to mention, but I see
I-
Alex wants to say something.
I just want to say, it's not a big deal, and I would much rather be told than not be told in these instances. Again, it kind of gives you the opportunity, because you have to go back to a previous screen. You don't just walk there and it immediately goes, there, do this. So that is still good.
Maybe
It's
you
just,
should try borrowing.
it's just, there's just something about the, oh, I wish I was like you, that just gets under my skin. I don't know what is. Oh, I wish I was special like you, but I'm just an NPC, and it's like, why am I special? I'm just
You could
a
be special
man.
too, NPC. Have you tried burrowing?
Believe in yourself, NPC.
So did you guys see in the settings there's a manual?
Yes! Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. I didn't explore it much, but
It's
that is so cool.
It's so cool. Like it's a proper manual with. I didn't like. I'm gonna go back and look properly through it, but I wanted to get through and just play the game. But it's really cool how it teaches you like the different things and just it's really extensive, which is really nice.
It's
So,
nice,
if anyone
yeah.
has not checked that out, check that out, and also check out that. Well, Alex talked about it earlier, but you can play this in 120 FPS. I didn't do it for gameplay because you can't see it either way on YouTube, so I just played it in the 60.
Thanks,
But
YouTube.
yes,
I played it in 120, and I will say I don't. This is one of those situations where I don't know what 120 is. I do. I've figured it out now. I've seen 120, but I didn't try 60, so I guess I don't know. I don't know how it compares, but it was smooth.
I would say in this instance, if you start with 120, it feels like, hey, this is the smoothest 60 I've ever played. And then
okay.
you go to 60 and you're like, this isn't 60, is it? 60's better than this. It's
I'm
weird.
excited
You just
to try the 120 and then have that realization. Oh, how have I been playing?
60 is absolutely fine, don't get me wrong. But if you can play at 120, you know, oh no, you're not playing it at 4K. It's a pixel game. You'll be fine.
The lines aren't sharp.
Speaking of the pixels, I'm so excited to just see like more character portraits and
There
more
was
boss
so
designs,
many.
and
They
like I
look
love that
great.
you have to squint. You have to like squint and look at like certain characters and be like, what is that supposed to be? Ah, yes, I see now. They're wearing a hood or something. You know, like it's. I love that about classic games.
I had
think
that
they
with
did a good job.
Marin in Link's Awakening. When I first played
Oh,
it, it's
yeah?
very difficult for me to describe. But her hair, I thought her hair was like a hat and she had a hunched back. Like,
Nice.
I look at it now and I just
see
stop
that.
and I think and I go, okay, yeah, no, I can see that it's hair, you know, stuff like that. And before I just thought, why are they depicting this supposedly young woman looking like some sort of old hag with a great big cap on going, woo? Limitations of the time. But I think it's fun. You know,
Oh, that's good.
It's more open to interpretation, like a book.
Yeah, it is.
And finally, just the music is also just.
Many
But it's
games.
so good. It's so catchy when you're playing it, and everything just fits. And then you go into an underground area, and the music kind of changes, but it's still the same. I love when music does that. So
Yeah, like area variations. You know, I still
Fantastic.
think Rare did it the best overall, but it's just lovely to see it regardless. in any game. So it's always a lovely treat.
Yeah, especially when you get a song that you really gel with, right? And then you get this like secondary version, and it almost feels like.
And you can get like a secondary version, and then a tertiary, and then whatever's after tertiary.
I really like the music too, though. I do. I've not found like myself going back and like pausing the game and re-listening or anything, but everything seemed to fit the scenes really well.
But yeah, I love the demo. I think it's fantastic. I think everyone should play it. It's free. What
yeah. Oh yeah, it is free.
What are you gonna do?
You don't have. For once, finally, you don't have to pay for a demo. My goodness.
I know. God.
Actually, I guess they did do that on the PlayStation 2. You had to buy demo discs. I forgot about that.
Didn't you just get them in magazines?
Tangent. Good point. But they did jam-pack demos. I'm sorry. Tangent. It's
Tangent
a free demo.
complete.
They're all free. Yep. Did you guys have any closing thoughts otherwise? I know Alex just said he loved the demo and you should all play it.
Whoa. I've got more closing thoughts. Well, one more closing thought. I love the demo. You should all go and play it.
I love a new closing thought. Yeah, I think it's great as well. I love my time with it, if you couldn't tell. And do check it out if you like Shovel Knight. It's a different type of game, but you can definitely, it's very obvious it's made by the same team. From the music to the graphics to how the characters talk. Yeah, it's all just lovely.
And I believe the demo is available on Switch 1 as well. Does that sound right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, if you go to the eShop, you can see a Switch 2 and Switch 1 version.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and the game comes out on October 31st. So if you like it, you've got the Halloween season to look forward to a bit more. I guess it comes out at the end of Halloween. So I guess if you're not doing anything that night, then now you're booked. You're booked up. Let us know in the comments down below, though, if you gave the demo a shot, if you're looking forward to this, if you played Shovel Knight, if you played Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Does this feel like the third game in that series? No, but it's still a fun time. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Alex and Felix, for joining me for this chat. I'm Zion from Nintendo Life. Stay safe out there, and we will see you all next time. I'm gonna go get back in my hole.
Get back in your hole!
Hey, Theon, don't do what he... Oh, okay, sorry.